Our boys took care of business down in Sacramento against the A's, taking the rubber game 8-0 in what was not a must win, but a very good win. Kodai Senga dominated, and the Athletics just forgot how to play defense. We're going to break down that and a whole lot more next on MetCast. What's going on, Met fans? I'm Rain. If you're enjoying this content or it's your first time here, make sure you smash that like button, give us a sub, and if you're really enjoying it, feel free to share this with a friend. But what a win it was today, a relaxing win. Nothing crazy, but we got up. Senga looked lights out. Yes, he struggled early on and got out in the 70s in the seventh inning. Probably could have gone out there for the eighth, but clearly there was no need to. The Mets got it done. Juan Soto's getting on base with the walk. It was nice to see Brett Beatty hit that line drive triple into right center field. That sweet lefty swing. I hope to see a lot more of that RBI triple he had. And overall, it was a good series. I hated playing in Sacramento. I don't like the feeling of the stadium. It makes it like where it takes the juice out of the game. You're in a minor league ballpark. There's not a ton of people there. It almost gets that minor league type feel, but it was good to see also the bullpen lock it down afterwards. Max Kranick continues, our boy Max Kranick continues to dominate on the MLB circuit. It is so great to see him pitch the way that he's been pitching, but we got the win. The rubber game was ours. We're continuing this West Coast trip. We're going to be playing the Twins next, and anything short of a series win to me would not be acceptable. I would love to see Juan Soto's bat finally start to get going. I assume a lot of these teams that have been pitching around him, that might stop with the emergence of Pete Alonso and his hot bat. Although he didn't do great today, he did have a solid series, and he's been hot, obviously, to start the season. We need someone else to step up. We saw Acuna get that live drive single later in the game. I'm really interested to see if the Mets finally start to use his speed, for crying out loud. The guy had 60-plus stolen bases last year in the minors. He is a stolen base demon out there, and it seems when he's in the major leagues, he's simply not running. But he's one of those candidates anytime he's on first base to be a first to third guy or a ball in the gap, an easy first to home guy, which we were able to see early on. But I want to get to one of our former guests, Frank the Tank, who finally has a subdued answer to the New York Mets. We'll get to some of his thoughts and we will react together next. Let's give it a look.
He's winning Sacred Tomato. That's got to get really going. Soto, he's had a weird year so far. A lot of walks. So he's getting on base, but yeah, I would like to see him get some of this production, doubles, homers.
And that's something we were just talking about. He's getting a ton of walks, which is nice, but you want to see teams really start to fear him. You want to see Lindor and guys like that get on ahead of him. And I feel like if Lindor and leadoff hitters, which is primarily Lindor, consistently start to get on base, you will start to see Juan Soto get more clear at bats. It's like he's getting a bunch of junk. You don't see him getting a lot of fastballs. It's a lot of down and away, down type splitters, sinkers, change ups. They refuse to give him anything straight, and that's because there hasn't been a ton of guys on in front of him.
Lindor had a good game. Alonso, last couple of games, a little bit of a slump. Hopefully this doesn't stop what he's been doing.
Yep, that's something that we were talking about. I'm not too worried about Alonso, but we've seen in the past he is one of those roller coaster type players that it's like you need to keep him going. He's streaky. And if he's not going to get going, someone else needs to get going, because we've been riding his coattail through the first couple weeks of this season. Vientos hasn't done anything. Beatty hasn't done anything. Lindor looks like he's starting to come alive. He's been using this right center and left center field gaps more frequently. You need Soto to start making contact, because the bottom third of this order has not been producing outside of Acuna today, which hopefully that's a positive sign. But you saw today, They tried Beatty at third base, get Vientos off his feet, and Beatty looked pretty damn good over there at third base. I think he's better at picking the ball than Vientos. He's better laterally, and you saw him make that throw from his knee to start the double play today. That was pretty nice. I'm not totally sold that Mark Vientos is making that play.
I mean, Alonso's carried this team so far, but great start by Senga. Getting to the seventh inning helps. I mean, the bullpen's been overworked and overtaxed. But then the bats came alive against that weak end of the A's pen, especially George Costanza out there. And hopefully they can get the bats going in Minnesota.
And that's what we got from our guy over there, Frank the Tank, who, look, let's be honest. We all know he's a big positive, negative guy. I was lucky to see him over at opening day, took a photo, said hello. I know where his season tickets are, which most fans, if you've been to games, you know Frank loves to sit over on that first base side of the baseball diamond. But I'm showing positivity here. Our offense has not shown up, which should be great to say. I mean, you're right up there in first place, and your offense has yet to show up. And around baseball, we're seeing that frequently where offenses are struggling early on. But I'm encouraged by what I've been seeing from the Mets. They're very resilient. The Athletics were kicking the ball all over the place. I don't know what their shortstop was doing. Their center fielder lost a pop fly to center field. Maybe it's because of minor league stadium. They're not used to having games at that time of day. It could be where the sun is. I don't know. But all I know is we took the rubber game, and that's all that matters. But this is, again, if you're still sticking around here, be sure to give us a thumbs up. We will be going live throughout several of the games this week. We do a live stream, live reactions. Come watch the game with us over on YouTube. Thank you so much for sticking around. And as always, let's go Mets. See you later.